Hey folks, how's it going? Really excited to talk to you about a spec that I love in an area that it maybe not be suited for. Arms Warrior in Mythic Plus, jumping into 9.1. Now, Arms has actually seen some real positive changes. Mortal Strike got buffed by 10%, Overpower got buffed by 10%, Deep Wounds damage got buffed by 20%, Execute got bumped by 10%. Not the Condemn Execute, so don't worry, don't scream Val yet. But a lot of abilities have been moved around, and it's quite favorable. Really good to see. From a build perspective, I'm going to recommend Skull Splitter on tier 1, Stormbolt because you need a stun on tier 2, Massacre, especially if you're Venthyr, on tier 3, Defensive Stance tier 4, Warbreaker tier 5, Avatar tier 6, and Dreadnought tier 7. So a 3-3-1-3-2-2-2. Really straightforward build, but it's a ton of fun. I like Skull Splitter. Usually you see people go with sudden death, um, but it's just such fun to take advantage of a little bit of variety on what's a pretty straightforward build. Um, Basically gives you some rage generating abilities outside of charge, which is refreshing as well. Probably massively overdue. As far as legendaries go, there's only a couple that you really want to consider. Signet of Tormented Kings is still the best choice from an AoE perspective. Load up on that legendary, um, promote the use of Avatar as much as you can to help get it proccing as often as possible, and you will absolutely knock down whoever's in front of you. From a Covenant perspective, um, Night Fae is looking like the best option from a raid perspective. Kyrian is looking like the best option from an AoE perspective. Ugh. Basically, if Kyrian is going to be the new Mythic Plus Covenant, and it's basically tied to the Mechanicos Soulbind, getting a new trait, which creates a big cooldown or reduces the cooldown of your spear. That's not a bad way to play it out. And if you can get the spear to line up with Warbreaker, you'll be making some serious damage really quick. Basically, if you are looking at it this way, if you're non-Venthyr, there's a chance you want to jump out of Skull Splitter back to sudden death. Um, Alternatively, you could play with a Massacre or a Rend swap, or a Ravager to Dreadnought swap. You've got some options there between the different builds, so totally take advantage of it. Finally, if you're just completely new to arms, what you're trying to do, you're trying to build up your strength, so take almost all eye level buffs you can get. Continue to stack and get as much crit as you can. Crit's your most valuable secondary stat, followed by versatility, mastery, and haste. Alright, that's it. Pretty straightforward, folks. Thanks for checking it out. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know what I could do different, what you would recommend we do different in terms of a fun Mythic Plus build, and I'll talk to you all soon. Alright, later.